on today's video is about when he's forced to watch you get hurt. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. The chaos of the battlefield surges around you, loud and disorienting. The shrill sound of alarms wails in the background, and somewhere in the distance, you hear the crash of metal on metal. Heroes scatter in the darkness as explosions fill the air. You grip your weapon tightly, your knuckles white as you search for him amidst the smoke and rubble. Katsuki, you shout, your voice cracking with worry, though you can barely hear yourself over the roar of destruction. Katsuki, where are you? It's a mess out there. The villain's army everywhere, tearing through the city, turning everything in their path to ruin. You and Bakugou had been separated just minutes ago. A surprise explosion, rocking the ground beneath you, knocking you both in opposite directions. Wyon. His voice echoes through the distance. It's faint, but you would know that voice anywhere. Angry and desperate. The kind of anger that means he's scared. A silver of relief threads through you at the sound of his voice. You were terrified that he'd been hurt, maybe even worse than hurt. He's just as headstrong as you, just as stubborn, and that bravery can make him reckless. But there's no time to think, to let relief take over. You need to find him, and fast. Wyon. His voice cuts through again, louder this time, closer. Just as you're about to answer, a figure looms out of the smoke, blocking your path, a twisted grin on their face. Well, what do we have here? A stray hero looking for a fight. The villain sneers, eyes glinting with malice. You don't even flinch. Let's just get this over with. With a battle cry, you launch yourself at the villain, swinging your weapon with all the strength you have. The air fills with bursts of light and heat as you clash, your body moving. On instant, you dodge, strike, counterattack, your every move fueled by the need to get back to Bakugou. But the villain was stronger than they look. Each time you dodge, they seemed to catch up faster. They were relentless, and you were tiring quickly. In a split second, you stumble, the rubble shifting underfoot, and that's when they strike again. The pain was immediate and blinding as a heavy blow slams into your side, knocking the wind from your lungs. You gasp, faltering, but you push yourself up, trying to get back on your feet. Don't think I'm done yet. You shout, though your voice shakes, betraying the weakness starting to creep into your limbs. Just then you hear Bakugou's voice, louder and closer. Get your filthy hands off of them. His roar fills the air, and suddenly there he is, his form outlined in the smoke and flames, his eyes blaze with fury, fixed on the villain in front of you. You've never seen him so angry. Katsuki, you manage to breathe, just as another hit lands, sending you to your knees. This time you couldn't get up, the pain radiating through you with every breath. Bakugou's face confronts in horror. He starts forward, but a wall of fire erupts between you and him, forcing him back. He curses, his hands crackling with sparks as he struggles to get past the flames. Let them go, he growls, voice thick with desperation. I swear if you lay one more hand on them, I'll make you regret ever being born. The villain laughs, clearly enjoying his distress. Oh, this one's special to you, isn't it? They look between the two of you, a sickening realization dawning in their eyes. Let's see how we like watching them suffer. The villain sneers, pulling you up roughly, twisting your arm behind your back. Katsuki. You try to hold his gaze, try to reassure him, but the pain makes it hard to focus. All you see is the raw agony in his eyes as he watches you struggle, his body straining as he tries to move closer, only to be held back. Don't you dare touch them, he roars, the explosions in his palms growing larger. wilder, fueled by sheer rage. But it's like a nightmare. Everything happening too quickly and too slow, and you're so close but still so far. Stay with me, Wyan. He shouts, the urgency clear in his voice. He's never sounded like this before, raw and broken. You hear me? Just stay. The villain smirks, dragging you backwards. Every step brings a fresh wave of agony, but you force yourself to look up at him. Katsuki, I'm fine. But he knows that you're lying. He can see it and he's helpless to stop it. In one final desperate move, Bakugou breaks free from whatever barrier the villain had tried to use against him. His eyes locked onto yours, filled with a mixture of love and fury. His hands glow with explosive energy, his face set in determination. You're not taking them from me, he says, voice low and dangerous. You'll pay for every second that they're hurt. He launches himself forward, a streak of fire, and he closes the gap between him and the villain in seconds, his hands landing a powerful explosion against the enemy's body. The shockwave sends you sprawling, but Bakugou catches you, pulling you close as he shields you with his body. Hey, Wyan, stay with me. He murmurs, his voice barely audible, over the ringing in your ears. His hand gently cups your face, his thumb brushing away the tears that you didn't realize you had been crying. You're okay. I've got you. Of course you do. You whisper, managing a weak smile as you look up at him. I knew you'd come. Damn right, I've come, he says, his voice wavering, his eyes never leaving yours. He doesn't even seem to notice the burns and bruises covering him, his attention solely on you. You think I let some piece of scum hurt you like that? You try to laugh, but it comes out as more of a wheeze, the pain flaring up again. Guess you still have some work to do on your heroic timing. Shut up, dumbass, he mutters, but there's no bite in his words. His expression softens and he pulls you closer, wrapping his arms around you like he's terrified that you'll step away. Don't you ever scare him like that again. You hear me? You nod. I'm not going anywhere, Katsuki. Not as long as you're here. And I'm here, never letting go. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye!